Hi, I'm Lee Perryman. I'm currently at Spartan and I'm with Rob Guerin, aka Mr. G. I brought to him today a Wolverine stock, Daystate Wolverine stock, and he's kindly going to fit one or two of his gunsmith adapters in. So, Rob.
Yeah, no, good to meet you, Lee. This is a bit of a new one for us. For anybody that knows us, we're quite well known in the full-bore market, particularly in the States and mainland Europe. But obviously, you airgun guys out there, you know, that's a big potential market if you like really good quality gear. And trust me, well, ask Lee, but I think we really put it together with a lot of passion. So it's great that Lee's come down today with this lovely stock, nice bit of walnut on.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
And we've got some options here. Now, often on the full-bore rifles, we'll put two gunsmith adapters in. We might set one back and set one here. So the simple reason, if you're using the Davros, it's quite good to have it centrally placed. If you're using a bipod, it's good to move one forward. But being this stock is so short, we'll consider that because maybe one fitting will be fine. I'm going to leave that up to Lee and follow his advice because he's obviously an airgun guy. We put a Valhalla on this. Do you want to talk us through this air rifle, Lee?
Yep, this is the our new Brocock Sniper Safari with the ODB silencer and a pulse fermion, and then Rob's just put his Valhalla on there, which looks absolutely amazing.
And the nice thing about these Valhallas, guys, is because of our system being totally modular, you don't have to remove that if you want to run any of our other stuff, because you can literally engage that in the bottom of the Valhalla, so you can run the tripod. By the way, this Davros will run off Primus trigger sticks and any other tripod on the market that we're aware of. We haven't found anything that it doesn't work with. Yeah. You're pretty fond of the G-clamp as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I think it works perfectly, you know.
And then there's a rubber sucker, so that Davros will go on there as well. Right, brilliant. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to find a centre point in your stock. I find the best one is actually just use a piece of string just at the points, you know, and obviously it's naturally going to find the midpoint, and then I just run the felt tip either side to get my centre point. But look, a lot of stocks now are moulded, so they tend to have a centre line anyway, which makes my life even easier, but that's what I do. So we got Lee's lovely wooden Daystate stock here, which he's kindly entrusted into us. I've centralised the hole, which we've shown you earlier. I'm going to start with a little guide, you know, a small tap drill here, just to tap it out, and then I'll follow up with a 19mm Forstner bit. And I use one like this, and what I do, I'll set this plate so it basically just, that plate will sit so the adapter actually protrudes from Lee's rifle by about 2mm. That's how I set them. Not married to that, it's just the way I like them, because then I can just feel them in the stock so I know where they are. But more to follow. We're going in, Lee. Leave in your oven for 1 hour, 40 minutes at 180, and it's all baked and ready to go. So we got the Forstner bit in 19mm, as I said, so we're just going to follow up in that hole. I tend to drill these quite slow because obviously it's wood. I don't want to go, just take your time. Just a little tip, before you take the stock out of the placement, just check you've got the hole deep enough. I've got to go a little bit more than that, because obviously if you move it, you've got to get it back in the right place again. So, silly little tip, but an important one, and I'm only saying that because I've screwed up myself. I've learned from my mistakes. You don't have to do this, but I tend to put a bit of masking tape around the hole, because obviously when I put the bonding agent in, it's going to splurge out a bit, and then I can pull it off. It's just easier to keep it clean. Right, we've just mixed up a bit of epoxy here. Just use a good quality one. We tend to use 3M or Loctite. They're pretty good, but you know, yeah, you're going to put one in, you want to use a good quality glue, but definitely a 2-pack. Once they're in, then they're not going anywhere. And I don't go crazy on it, but I put quite a bit in there, because you'll find the gunsmith adapter's got some little hex cutaways on the side, and I like those to fill with the glue, but honestly guys, once they're in, they don't come out. So there we are, that's done. So here's the gunsmith adapter. This has got the little dirt plug in it. There's 2 ways of fitting this adapter. It's personal choice, but what I tend to do is have it so in target mode, which is basically where you can't rotate the bipod. I set that so the bipod is back with the lever arm facing towards me, for the simple reason I can lock the whole bipod down and have a more solid platform. The hunt mode, which gives you movement like that, rotation, I set it that way forward, so obviously you can track live targets. That's hydraulic in there, that's it. I'm going to put a bit away. I'm going to get my glasses on because I'm that age now. So, you can see we put the adapter in. Pretty happy with that. And what I do, obviously we don't want it moving for the next few hours. So I'll just run a bit of tape over there, like so. And as I say, leave in the oven for 1 hour, 40 minutes at 180, and it's all good.